Alright guys, today I made another batch of French toast, but I did something else. You see this right here? This is like a little pancake. This is made with the French toast batter. And you know what's funny? It actually tastes exactly like a freaking pancake. The reason why I find that funny is because there's in a pancake you usually have what? Water, milk, flour, or something like that, or flour. Just water and flour, and water, egg, and flour. Or certain pancake mixes call for milk and or just water. But this here is literally just whey protein powder, an egg. And it honestly tastes just like a pancake. So I could literally make myself a full protein breakfast with no carbs just by mixing egg whites and protein powder together, pouring that into a pan, and making pancakes. We may have to try this. Well, one thing I do have to say is that was definitely quite the spin on a pancake. And I may have to try that, right, Campers? Yeah, Mouse. She didn't have any. She doesn't really. The only table food I make that she. Shit! I left my food on this whole time. Oh my god. That wasn't too smart. I left my friggin' stove on the whole time with the pan sitting on it, just getting super hot. We got a full pot of coffee. Yes, we do. Okay, I gotta take a crap, and then. We're probably going to reload the coffee pot. You probably didn't need to know I was going to crap, but I like to let you know everything. So that friggin' sucks. I'm out of coffee. This has never happened in the history of happening. I don't mean the pot that I just brewed. I mean beans to brew more pots. I am fresh out of coffee after this pot, which means last night while I was at Walmart, I totally could have bought coffee. And didn't, and I should have. Which means tonight, even though I really don't wanna, I'm gonna have to go out once again. Didn't want to leave the house tonight, just wanted to have a simple night in the house. Lift after work, have some dinner, go to bed, bring on Thursday, bring on Friday, and then be good. Wait a second. Didn't I throw an emergency bag of coffee way back in the freezer? Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, nice. Guys. The emergency, I ran out of coffee bag. Perfect. Chuck that right there. Let that thaw out. We don't need to go shopping tonight. So the fact that I set the light on my stove, but I forgot the stove will always show a light if the element is a certain temperature. In other words, a certain temperature that can burn your skin. So I filled up my carafe with coffee. Carafe with coffee. It's a fantastic day. Anybody wondering? You're probably not, but if you are, I'll let you know now. I am not. I'm using the built-in mic on the camera. Not my Takstar mic. Nothing fancy pants going on here, just using the DSLR to film, because I never really use it for that. To be fair, I never really use this camera. It's kind of one of those things that I bought, used it once for vlogging, had a hell of a time with it, quit, kind of never came back to it. Is what it is. Alright guys, first break of the day, and I just remembered recently why I stopped using this camera. And the reason is pretty simple. It was, I didn't have a cable for it to pull the video from the camera. And also, I didn't have the ability to read the SD card from my computer because I don't have a good SD card reader. Anyway, I should probably get some lunch going or something. I'm on my first break, so I'm gonna get one of these shitty steaks in the air fryer as well as some other stuff. So I think when I do switch back to a low carb diet to basically burn off excess fat when I'm not doing this here muscle gains, it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm thinking for tomorrow what I might do is we might mix up a batch of protein batter and maybe just make protein pancakes and see how that ties us over for the day. Just to give it a try. Could be kind of fun to try, you know. It's always interesting when you come across recipes by accident and you give them a go and it actually works out. Another thing that could probably work out for is pogo batter. If I had a way to deep fry, that would work. Now I know a lot of people are just right now going to say, well, what about your air fryer? Or they're going to say just fill up a pot with oil and put it on a low to medium heat and let it boil up. Just keep an eye on the temperature, and then now you got a way to deep fry. Like, this here's another way to make onion rings too. If I were to take an onion, chop it up, and ring it, and then dip it in that batter and deep fry it, you'd have some protein onion rings. Just get some, I could go to Bins and Bins. Now you're probably thinking, oh, that'd be gross. Your whey powder's vanilla cupcake. You'd have vanilla cupcake flavored friggin' onions. Bins and Bins sells a whey protein that is flavorless. Literally, whey protein is created during the, it's a milk byproduct, if you will. I'm not sure what part of the milk it is, but I know the whey concentrate is a product of breaking down milk. I think it might be the filtration process when they're homogenizing milk, and it's the leftover stuff that gets left behind, which is loaded with protein, and that's what they make your whey powder from. So what they do further that process is they refine it further and take all the lactose out and the sugars, which is the lactose, and that becomes your whey isolate, which is higher in protein, lower in fat, lower in carbs. That's your 95%, where whey concentrate is usually about 85 to 90%. And then your whey blends can be about 70 to 80%. And usually whey blends will be a combination of whey concentrate with, I can never remember the name of this shit. There's another whey protein that you, or a type of protein you can get. It's slower absorbing. You get it from like cottage cheese and other materials. And I can never remember the name of it, but I know a lot of people who don't like it because it causes a lot of upset stomachs. I've never tried it myself. I can't seem to find any around here to see how it would work. Always wanted to, but like I say, if it's not available, I can't buy it. And I don't like ordering a lot of stuff from Amazon because, like I said, I ordered my air mattress pump, and that won't be here now until next Tuesday. And I was like thinking this weekend, Friday's going to be nice, Saturday's going to be overcast, Sunday's going to be bullshit. But I was thinking Friday, park the truck in the backyard, set up the camping tent, and set up the air mattress in there, and do a quick little backyard friggin' camp out. Just crash out there overnight and see how it goes, and, you know, just have some fun. Have some fun for a change. Sleep outside, and I could leave, you know, let the dog out to go potty and then put him back in the house, and it would be the first time he spent the night in the house by himself. It's happened in the past. So he'd be okay. Worst case scenario, he shits the friggin' floor again and I have to deal with it. So hopefully I deal with it without having to step in it, because that was pretty damn gross. But no, last night while I was in Walmart, I went over to the camping section to see if they restocked anything, because they had this nice black and yellow stove by a company called Woods. It was sold out and it was $44.99. It was a dual burner, 10,000 BTU per burner. Runs on those green propane cylinders, but you can easily buy the adapter and buy a refillable 5-pounder or 10-pounder for a day. And that way there you got yourself propane to carry around with you. Personally, what I would do is just grab the spare 20-pounder out of the garage that I have. Just throw that in the milk crate in the back of the truck and have that on me to use while I'm camping. Or I'd probably gradually just go pick up a tiny one and leave it in my camping supplies. Or just use the little 1-pounders for the time being. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But while I was there, I noticed they restocked their air mattress pump. But I wasn't buying one of them because they want $44.99. They were $15, and now they're $44. Okay, this is my problem with Walmart lately. I don't know about the Walmarts where you guys are. I thought prices were set by corporate, and I'm pretty sure they are. But it seems that what they deem a non-essential item, when that item starts getting purchased a lot, they turn around and jack the price on it. I don't know if they're trying to monopolize their income, or if they are literally trying to detour people from purchasing these items. I'm not sure. But I'm also not sure what the heck my cat is chewing on here. Oh, it's a piece of cardboard from the kitty litter. I don't know what it is with cats and cardboard, man. Must be heroin in this stuff because they just go nuts over it. So yeah, I don't understand what their logic is on why they jack the price on things like that. But I'm glad I bought it off Amazon, because on Amazon it was only like, I think it was like 13 or 14 bucks. I also bought a plastic case for the GoPro Hero 4, because that aluminum case, like I mentioned before, when you wear it on your hat, it's really heavy and you can really tell it's there. Even on the chest mount, you can really tell it's there. It's a heavy freaking case for what little it is. And I bought it to use with the Takstar mic for vlogging back in the day. But we did that for about a week, and then we purchased the GoPro Hero 7, which later on was returned and converted to the Canon G7X, which I'll probably go back to using tomorrow, because filming with this thing here, yeah, she gets pretty warm after a while. I don't even know what resolution I'm filming in. I should probably take a look at that. Alright guys, I'm going to head back upstairs. It's I got to get signed back in. This thing's got some time to cook, and we'll check on that later. But I thought I would just give you guys a little update as to what's going on. And the money gouging that Walmart likes to do. That's pretty brutal. I don't get it one bit, but maybe I'm not supposed to. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit. I just had someone call in with by the name of Karen. And they requested something. They just got off the phone with someone else. And she's like, they were rude with me, and I want to speak to a manager. Okay, well, the problem is this working from home thing makes it really hard to contact a manager to really do anything. Second, I like to resolve things without getting management involved, because it looks better on my part. Anyway, I just let Oreo out. I heard the letter carrier come by and use my mailbox, which means there's probably junk in here for me. Can confirm. Spam, 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 spam. All I get is spam. Oh, a 3-day private sale. Ain't that private if you're sending people freaking flyers about it in your mailbox. Ooh. What's going on here? Chrysler Jeep Summer Clearance 2019-2020 RAM savings. I would not buy a Chrysler to save anybody. Chryslers are garbage. That's my opinion. If you don't have that opinion, that's okay, because you're allowed to have your own opinion about things. That's what makes this life and planet so freaking amazing. So for lunch today, I had myself some tornadoes and steak, which I've already eaten. You know what really sucks? I'm freaking hungry right now. I've been stomping all morning. That's what I call my walking on the spot, is stomping. And I burned off about, I want to say 1,900 calories. I've consumed a lot less than that, but we're doing good in the protein area, and that's all I really, on the macro, I really calculate lately. And we're still holding the same weight, slowly losing, because we're always in a calorie deficit. Not getting as drastic of a weight loss as we were back in the days of fasting, but we also aren't burning through muscle like we were back in the days of fasting. So that's kind of neat. I was chatting with my friend Kevin about my predicament here. If you remember, I used to have the 10 pounds on the side and the 25 pound, making it 35 pounds per side, and then total 70 pounds plus the 35 pound bar, 105. Problem is I could never get through 10 reps with that. Maybe on the first set, but after that it was game over. So I told him what I was doing, and he's like, well, why don't you try switching it up for military press? And instead of doing what you normally do, why don't you just crank the weight up, like maybe put 100 pounds on it and do one set 4 reps and do that for a little bit and let it build up your strength. Maybe that'll work out better for you. Do that, only do it for that, and he goes, you'll notice that your peak strength will go up, and then once you do that for a little bit, go ahead and switch back to whatever you were trying to do before, and you'll notice that you can throw it around a lot easier. So we may give that a try tonight. I might just go ahead and grab my other two 25s down there and put them on the bar, or maybe even just throw a bunch of weight on it. You know what, I might just do it with the 225s, see how it works, and see if I can do like 4 reps, and we'll do 6 sets or even 10 sets of 4 reps, just enough to really make the muscle go, hey, what the hell's going on here, and try and build some military press strength. Then we'll worry about endurance later on, because I've always had issues with military press ever since martial arts when I hurt my shoulder. It's healed, but it's a pain in the ass to get it to go. I'm usually good for about 4 or 5 reps, and then the lactic acid comes in and the burn is insane to the point where I just can't anymore. So yeah, we're gonna give his idea a try, see what happens. Frig are you doing? Scampers. Scampers. Where'd she go? Scampers. What you doing? What does that mean? Scampers? What does that mean? Jesus. Really? You're gonna pet yourself with the bottle that I spray you with when you're bad? You're special kind of stupid. I'm just waiting for him to come in. Oh no. Oreo, let's go. Come on. Starts flopping around like a flounder. Why you do this? Why you do this? You're special. I'm also not sure on exactly how vloggers hold this camera. But that's something I'll have to get used to. But I mainly got to figure out a way how to get the video footage off of this camera and onto my computer, because the cable method doesn't quite work that well. And my SD card reader is so old that it's USB 2.0, but it's not running at 2.0 speeds. So I need to come up with a solution to my problem. Oh well, we'll figure something out. Anyway, what time is it? It's 2:40. I'm on my 30. I forgot to take a break this morning, so I took it late, and then I took a late lunch. So now I'm just going to take a half an hour break, and then I got 1 break left at 4 till 4:15, and then it's workout time. And then depending on after workout time, I may go to. Well, I don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, we'll see what the hell goes on tonight. We'll just pitter patter. Anyway guys, the reason why I walked out of the room filming the ground is because sometimes the cat gets nervous when I walk out of the room. She tries to jump on the window, and there's a 75% chance she's not going to put too much power into the back legs, and she's going to do this little pathetic jump and miss. And I want to catch it on camera one of these days, and I was kind of hoping today was going to be the day. If I would have, last time when I came out and I came downstairs for my 30-minute lunch there, if I would have had the camera on her, you would have seen it, you would have laughed. It's the funniest thing ever. I don't know why she does it, but she does it way too often. And yeah, I don't know if she's having issues with her legs or if she does it because I think it's funny. Probably not that reason. But anyway, I'm gonna have a pre-workout shake, so it's all processed and ready to go, so that when I get into the gym I can hammer down and make some gains. Not sure how well that's showing up there, but look at the red, white, and blue. America! Post-workout, it's gonna turn mother-freaking purple. Holy crap. What a grape drink that is. Worst part about these pre-workouts is they taste delicious and get you right ramped. Not sure why that's the worst part. Probably because you want to have another one, and you really shouldn't, because you're gonna get torqued. Guys, that was awesome. That really, every time I have one of those, it's like electricity flows through my body. So does gas. But it just gets you right ramped and ready to take on the weights. Like, give this another 45 minutes, a half an hour to 45 minutes to really set in, and I'll be throwing those weights around like nothing. It's gonna be a good time. Had by me. Anyway, I'm gonna head back upstairs. I got 45 minutes left of my shift to get through. And then it's lift-a-mania, lift-a-mania, going all freaking left. Holy crap. Am I zoomed in? Holy crap, guys. I'm going to feel that one tomorrow. Did a super workout, lots of supersetting, and I tried my buddy's idea for this thing back here. I swear, man, if anybody had ADD or ADHD or whatever the hell it's called, or no, sorry, not that. They had OCD. That's the one I'm looking for. They had OCD, and they saw the way I racked those weights, they would have lost their shit. You know how people normally rack weights? They put the bigger weights on the inside and the smaller weights on the outside? Not this guy! Here, right now I got it set up back with the, what I did was I loaded as much weight on there as I could possibly press for 3 reps. And then I did that for 5 sets. And then I went back to this, and I literally did 5 sets of 10 reps like this. And my God, my shoulders are going to be destroyed tomorrow. But let me show you what it did look like. All right, people with OCD, you're about to get triggered. Oh yeah! That's literally what I did. There's the original 5-pounder, 25, making it 30. There's a 7.5, and then I threw a 10 on top of it, and I was able to bang that up for 3. So then I threw a 25 on there for shits and giggles, and barely pressed the 3, and man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I did that 5 sets of 3, and then I took it all off and just left it on with the other 2, and done she was. I was spent. That's another thing I forgot about with this camera is the batteries. They don't last. This camera really gets warm when you're filming, and the battery is just super drained, but I don't know. It's alright. I just wish I could do 60 frames per second. It's only a 30 frame per second 1080p. I think I'm in that mode. Let me check. Yeah, it only does 1080p at 30. It does 720p at 60, but I wanted to shoot 720p. I'd go back to 2009. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because in 2009 I had a camera that was 1080. Well, 1080 interlaced. Remember that Panasonic camcorder? I still have that thing too, and it still works. Video quality on it's kind of carped compared to what I've been using. But you know, it is what it is. Still kind of wish I wasn't so rough on my GoPro Hero 4. Like, the worst thing I ever did with that poor camera was I used it for a weed whacker video and its skeleton case. And I broke the skeleton case because the weed whacker's vibrations just ended the clip on it. And it also got grass in every single orifice, ruining the charging port, ruining the HDMI port, and ruining the memory card port. Like, sap got in there, so now when the memory card goes in, it doesn't come back out right. And I'm sure there's a way to fix it. I just got to look it up. Probably needs to be taken apart, and those cameras are not exactly the easiest to take apart because they're all like clip fitted, and if you do something wrong, you're going to break a clip and it'll never go back the same way again. So for the time being, what I've been doing is I just pull the memory card out of it and then stick it in my card reader that's super slow and pull the data off the card and go. This camera here, however, I do have a cable for the side, but it does this weird thing where while I'm transferring the videos off the camera, the camera turns off. Like, it just times out and turns off. And it's like, okay, why are you doing this? Just copy the data. You're busy right now. There's no reason to be shutting off. And it just, okay, well, I'm halfway through copying, but it's bedtime night, and it just shuts off. Like, stupid camera. Anyway, I'm doing myself a solid and making some burgers. Some turkey burgers. Been having this every night. And I do appreciate it. Tomorrow for breakfast, we're going to try out the protein pancake idea. I made a tiny little one today. Tomorrow my battle plan is 400 grams of egg whites, 2 scoops, maybe 3 scoops of protein powder, blend it up. Literally, it's going to have 12 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and about 75 grams, if I do the 3 scoops, 75 grams plus whatever the egg whites give me in protein. So we could be looking at 100 grams of protein in some protein pancakes. That'd be insane. That's a lot of protein to take in one meal. Chances are I won't need lunch. Alright guys, burgers are made. Time to go drop these in my face. Friggin' starved. Haven't eaten since I had those tornadoes and steak at lunch, so this should be awesome. Alright guys, I went to the grocery store there to go pick up some more egg whites. That's awesome, because we needed that. I was going to bring the camera, but then I remember what camera I'm filming with, and I'm like, yeah, number one, I don't want to leave this in my car unattended, because DSLR, somebody window shops that and goes, that's worth breaking into this truck for, even though it's only a T5i, and they're not really that expensive. People see it, and they will want it, and they will attempt to get it. And I don't need a broken window over this camera. I don't know why the autofocus wasn't focusing, so I just switched to manual focus, and we seem to be good now. But yeah, I really didn't need a broken truck window over this camera. And we got plenty of egg whites now. We got 2 cartons, two cartons over there, 1 carton here, and we got some chicken. Funny, because I also got thinking about the burgers tonight that I made. And I was thinking, like, if I made them smaller, or like more hot dog shaped even, I could use the lettuce that I got, because this is a head of lettuce. Long freaking hearts of lettuce. I could use that lettuce and make lettuce wrapped burgers instead of using buns to cut the carbs down even more. It's all stuff I'm experimenting with, so that when I'm done doing my planned assault, which is to grow as much muscle as possible, and then I'm going to basically go into a heavy cut, and for that I'm going to cut out carbs to basically get the weight down. When I do cut out carbs, there's a couple of recipes that I'm going to be trying, and a lot of neat things, like, for instance, no more French toast. We're going to go protein pancakes, and we're going to try that recipe tomorrow and see how that turns out. We're going to try the lettuce wrap burgers with that lettuce, because I think that might work, or even tacos. We could, grab 4 or 5 of those lettuces and do taco meat. Maybe tomorrow we'll try a low carb day, because tomorrow's not a workout day. It's not really an anything day. So we'll for breakfast we'll have the protein pancakes. For lunch I have some chicken breast that I'm going to be cooking up, and for supper we'll do tacos. I got some salsas here that I picked up because it was on sale, and I love salsa. Not exactly low carb though, is it? Well, that's not bad. It's only 5 grams per 1/4 cup. So we'll get some carbs in there, but not a lot. I don't have any cheese, but that's okay. I don't really like how cheese makes me all bloaty McFloaty. Tomorrow we'll make it a low carb day, just as a test to see how we feel when we're done. Yeah, like even my popcorn here. How bad are you? You're 30 grams of carbs, but 9 grams of fiber. So you're 21 grams of carbs. That's per 50 grams. It's about 200 grams, 200 calories in a bag. Not a big deal, but I don't know. We'll figure out with it tomorrow. We'll see what we do. And we'll have a low carb day. And then, why is she going back there? What are you doing? What are you doing back there? Get up from over there. You're such a weirdo. So yeah, tomorrow will be a low carb day, but as for tonight, guys, I'm going to shut this video down. I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that with this camera. I can't remember how I used to smash the lens or whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go, people. Like I say, tomorrow is another day. You probably noticed I trimmed this shit all up, so looks a little bit more pro. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, stay safe and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.